My name is Jillian Creer, and I will be presenting my Animal Adaptations Project. The three animals that I will be talking about today are the Komodo dragon, Bengal tiger, and snow petrel. First off with the Komodo dragon. Habitat. The Komodo dragon is an endangered species that is located on the Indonesian islands of Komodo, Flores, and Padar. They are typically found in tropical savanna forests, but can also be found on beaches and volcanic mountaintops. Food preferences. Komodo dragons are carnivores, which means they eat meat. They generally eat deers, goats, pigs, dogs, and occasionally humans. Komodo dragons eat their bones and hooves as well as their bodies. Body size and shape. Komodo dragons have a long, flat head with a rounded snout. They also have bowed legs and a giant muscular tail. Some dragons can grow up to the length of 10 feet and weigh as much as 200 pounds. Since Komodo dragons are reptiles, they also have dry, scaly skin. Structure and function of the body. Komodo dragons have a long, forked tongue that not only can taste, but smell too. This double-functioning body part is very advantageous for tracking down and eating prey. They also have shark-like teeth that help them destruct and tear up their food. Mating. Komodo dragons typically mate between the months of May and August. Females lay approximately 30 eggs in September. Komodo babies weigh less than 3.5 ounces and are about 16 inches long. Coloration. Komodo dragons use their skin color to their advantage. The camouflage coloration is used for strengthening their hunting success. Hunting strategies. Komodo dragons have keen sense of smell and sight. They can see objects up to 30 meters away, so vision plays a major role in hunting. When hunting, the dragon uses their shark-like teeth along with their saliva to poison their prey's blood. Within the next 24 hours, the prey will be poisoned to death. At this time, the Komodo dragons use their keen sense of smell to track down the corpse and eat it. Territorial habits. When out of mating season, Komodo dragons maintain burrow with territorial ranges. They also swim from island to island in search of prey. Thermoregulation. Since Komodo dragons are reptiles, they regulate their temperature exothermically. Next, we will talk about the Bengal tiger. Habitat. Bengal tigers are an endangered species that can be primarily found in India. There are also smaller populations of tigers found in Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, China, and Myanmar. They reside mostly in dry and wet forests, grasslands, and tropical jungles. Food preferences. Bengal tigers are carnivores that are usually feast on larger mammals such as deer, wild boar, cattle, and goats. They can consume up to 88 pounds of meat in one feeding. Body size and shape. Female tigers are approximately 9 feet long and can weigh up to 300 pounds. Male tigers are approximately 10 feet long and can weigh up to 500 pounds. Structure and function of the body. The hind legs of the Bengal tiger are longer than the front legs, so they can leap up to distances greater than 10 meters. They also have large padded feet that make it soft and silent landing when stalking prey. Although Bengal tigers only have 30 teeth, they have the largest canines of all cat species. Coloration. Bengal tigers have a yellow or light orange coat with black or dark brown stripes and a white belly. Their stripes help them hide in the shadows of tall grass. There are also mutated genes that create white Bengal tigers. These tigers are white with black stripes. Mating. Bengal tigers generally mate in tropical climates between the months of November and April. It is best for them to mate during the winter months in a temperate region. Hunting strategies. Bengal tigers obtain their food by stalking it until they have the opportunity to catch it off guard. They stalk and pounce on their prey mostly at dusk. Territorial habits. Male Bengal tigers usually travel alone. They mark their boundaries with droppings, urine, and scratch marks to warn off trespassers. Thermoregulation. Since Bengal tigers are mammals, they can regulate their temperature endothermically. Lastly, we will talk about the snow petrel. Habitat. Snow petrels are mostly found in the Antarctic waters. They typically reside on packed ice or icebergs. Food preferences. Snow petrels feast mainly on fish. They will also eat squid, mollusks, and sea placenta. Snow petrels occasionally feed off dead seal, whale, and penguin carcasses. Body size and shape. Snow petrels usually range from 30 to 40 centimeters long, with a wingspan of 75 to 95 centimeters. Structure and function of body. The tail of snow petrels is quite unique. When sitting around, the tail is folded and looks like a square, but when the bird flies, the tail becomes fan-like to help with direction and flight. Coloration. Snow petrels all have white feathers with black beaded eyes. This coloration helps them camouflage with the snow and ice to keep away from predators. Mating. When snow petrels mate, they breed on rock faces and cliffs. They typically breed in September and lay eggs in November. They make nests for the eggs and use their saliva to glue the nests together. Once the eggs hatch, they keep their young until they can fend for themselves. Hunting strategies. When snow petrels hunt for food, they fly over the water to capture their prey. But when above land, snow petrels will fly high above the ground to avoid predators. Territorial habits. Snow petrels migrate every September and fly long distances to breed. Thermoregulation. Since snow petrels are birds, they regulate their temperature endothermically. Comparisons. The Komodo dragon and Bengal tiger have somewhat similar habitats. They both typically are found in forests, while the snow petrel is mostly found in oceans and on ice. When it comes to eating habits, the Komodo dragon, Bengal tiger, and snow petrel are all carnivores or meat eaters. Although each animal eats different types of meat, they all eat some form of meat. Komodo dragons and Bengal tigers both like to eat larger mammals such as deer and cattle, while snow petrels like to eat fish and seal carcasses. The Komodo dragon and Bengal tiger also have similar body size. Although tigers weigh a bit more, they both can be up to 10 feet in length. The snow petrels are polar opposites in size compared to the dragon and tiger. The birds are barely 1 foot long and weigh much less than the other two. All three animals have coloration that helps them adapt to their environment. This form of camouflage is very beneficial to each animal when it comes to finding prey or keeping away from predators. When it comes to hunting strategies, each animal has its own niche. Instead of terminating instantly, the Komodo dragon poisons its prey and later returns to eat the carcass. On the contrary, the Bengal tiger stalks its prey and then terminates instantly. Lastly, the snow petrel flies and swoops just above the water to hunt. All three animals have certain times of the year that they like to mate. This is an example of how different species adapt differently to one another and their environment. The Komodo dragon usually mates between May and August, while the Bengal tiger mates between November and April, and the snow petrel in September. Each animal has its own individual mating periods, but all the animals have a specific time. Each of these animals is territorial in some sort of way. The Komodo dragon burrows during certain months of the year, while the snow petrel migrates long distances. Similar to the petrel, the tiger travels over long distances, but they mark their territory along the way. Another similarity between the snow petrel and the Bengal tiger is that they are both endothermic. This means that they maintain their body temperature internally with insulation. The tiger has fur while the bird has feathers. However, the Komodo dragon is exothermic. This means that they rely on external factors to adjust their body temperature. They can lay in the sun or burrow for shade. Here are my resources for this project. And that's it.